You know, League of Legends is a lot like the workplace. Except for having a respectable career and giving back to society, you don't. But the one thing they do have in common is people higher up on the ladder telling you how to do your job. Like, look at this Diamond 1 telling me, not to face check a bush. Vision score is important, guys. I know how to play a game. I don't want to be talked down by you. I want advice from my own people. The people in bronze. So let me, a Bronze 1 player, tell you how this game works. As this meeting will commence, we will be talking about how to maximize your use of Galio in the workplace in this presentation in roughly Galio.
It's punch o'clock!
Look at this absolute unit! Where do you even play this hunk of granite? Is he a jack top laner or a beefy support? He's effective in those lanes, but where he shines is right in between, at mid lane. Galio is one of the few tank mid laners, so it's a big shakeup for your enemy when they use all three of their abilities and somehow you still have more than half your health left. People just don't know how to deal with you. Galio is one of the best lane boys, but he also does a hefty bit of damage on top of being tanky.
Oh, mages. I love the way they squish.
Also, he's voiced by the same guy who voices Tone from Aggretsuko.
Starting now, I'm gonna call you Calendar. Cause your days are numbered!
Your job is to be the Chad of mid lane, the Chad amongst nerd mages. Like the one football player who goes to D&D club. Or more accurately, the one football player who bullies the D&D club.
Know that if the tables were turned, I would show you no mercy!
But be careful who you bully in early game, as like someone who peaked in high school, your glory can't be snowballed after mid-game, and you're actually going to have to work with your team, becoming a second support. Like that bully who works at McDonald's now.
Know that a table turned!
His passive, Colossal! He smashes the ground and hits harder, giving out free tickets to the gun show. Galio's Q, Winds of War, he flaps his two other guns and sends out a hurricane that stays there and continues damaging people for a short amount of time, and watches your enemy stays in the hurricane for its duration, like a true American patriot. Big W is the Shield of Durand. This is the cooler of the two Shields of Durand, as with its passive you gain a shield that absorbs magic damage. So if some magic nerd starts getting brave, you have some cushioning to remind him of his place in lane. Hiding behind tower, wondering if you're going to push lane or if you're going to steal his CS money. But if you actually decide to press W, then you start flexing so hard that you make a tornado, and upon activating, your chiseled abs glisten in the wind, and people can't help but touch it. Just make sure you don't use this on Annie.
Nothing funny going on.
Your E, Justice Punch! Your E is a dash, but this ain't your usual just going from one place to another like Echo or Aatrox. Walk-ins for that. The main function is to slam into your enemy, dealing damage and knocking them up. Even though I joked walk-ins for moving, having a dash is really useful on Galio, because if the nerd forgets his place and steps out from behind turret and tries to get his CS, you can give him a quick reminder where he belongs. Please, Galio, my mom gave me that money for first back. Just know if you use your E as an escape, you just step back just a little bit, so just make sure that no one's standing right behind you, and... Your ult is Hero's Entrance. You select an ally and fly and slam into the ground around them, dealing damage and knocking them up. I know it deals damage, but please try to ignore that, because your caveman brain says, "Ooga booga, big rock fall from sky and make big impact. That means big Godzunga damage!" But in reality, it does about as much damage as your Q. So if you wait for your teammate to be in the thick of it and let them die because you wanted some big cool play, you just look like a slack-jawed nitwit that just came to flex on your friend's corpse. So queue up, lock in, and get ready to feed his Galio. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe, and I know that's corny, but I'm a new channel and I really need it, so yeah, thank you.